Welcome to our video series on breaking the automation glass ceiling. My name is Charlie Schreier. I'm the Executive Director of Demand and Product Marketing at TTEC Digital. And in part one, we're going to talk about moving from reactive to autonomous customer experience. Now, I'm willing to bet that if you're watching this video, you've invested in AI in the last 2 years, but it's not living up to your expectations. You're actually not alone. We recently surveyed 150 customer experience leaders from mid to large enterprises, and what we found was that there's an automation paradox in CX today. AI is almost universal, with many organizations utilizing customer self-service and agent assistance, knowledge management, personalization. That's because buying AI is not the hard part. What is changing, though, is the bar. Expectations just keep climbing for everyone, including customers, the board, your CFO. Everyone expects more. But when you ask CX leaders how modern their operating model really is, almost no one says that they're truly adaptive. And most are actually stuck in a pre-AI world, a world that includes a sprawling tech landscape made up of 7, 8, 10, sometimes 15 different tools. That distance between the rising expectations and the outdated, disconnected systems is the glass ceiling that we're desperately wanting to break through. So the question isn't whether to adopt AI. You've already done that. The question is what will actually break through and deliver the payoff that your CEO and your board and your customers actually expect. So now, coming back to the survey data, one of the most uncomfortable findings that we had was that 1 in 3 organizations are spending more on AI but have no meaningful impact to show for it. Their costs have gone up, but the outcomes are exactly the same. Now, this is what we're hearing from a lot of our customers anecdotally, but to actually see it come to life in the data was a surprise. So we wanted to look closer, and we wanted to find out what actually separates the companies that break through from the ones that don't. And the answer is not budget. It's not how many tools or AI use cases you've deployed. It's simply readiness. Teams that are confident to deploy and manage AI, including operational readiness, are your workflows and processes designed for AI. Your technical readiness is your data foundation actually production ready. And change management are your people trained and bought in and ready to go. Those 3 things, the teams that have those 3 things are the ones that are 3 times more likely to actually drive impact with their AI deployments. And that's how we break through the glass ceiling. So for the next few minutes, as we continue to discuss moving from reactive to autonomous CX, our resident expert, Dr. Sam Coy, is going to talk about where that glass ceiling actually comes from and how AI is changing in CX so that we can introduce experience orchestration as the North Star for CX leaders.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Charlie. I'm Dr. Coy, as Charlie has introduced me. I am a Senior Solutions Architect at TTEC Digital. We're actually going to now jump into the problem. So many companies have simply reached their ceiling, and it's not a matter of desire so much as infrastructure. We recently ran a research project to understand AI adoption and ROI. 68% of CX leaders we surveyed told us their operating model had major gaps, specifically because it's been built in a pre-AI era. We all know those times. These are some of the challenges we're seeing across our customer base. And, this is what we see as a result of legacy ticketing systems and pre-AI operating systems. Now, their legacy ticketing system caps their ability to deliver AI-powered customer journeys. And as a result, it's hard to measure if the AI investments are paying off. So most CX organizations have hit a wall. Legacy ticketing systems were built for case management, not for AI-driven journeys. In our client engagements, we consistently see fragmented workflows, manual triage consuming 30 to 40% of agent time, and static knowledge that AI cannot leverage. This is the ceiling that caps ROI on every AI investment. The market is shifting rapidly from reactive ticketing workflows to autonomous conversational journeys powered by AI agents and copilots. Now, Zendesk's roadmap, combined with AWS-backed contact center capabilities, gives us a unified omnichannel surface where AI can finally operate end to end. Then, the then and now contrast is critical for building executive alignment on the case for change. So, a couple things to keep in mind here. AI keeps raising the bar. 82% say AI has raised expectations for CX operations over the past 2 years. 17% significantly. 65% moderately. The bar keeps moving. What we're seeing, especially in the CX platforms that are AI native, like Zendesk, the ability to deliver CX is changing too. So the omni-channel AI can actually operate end-to-end in this new environment. As you see, we have the then versus the now. Ticket-based workflows back then. Now, conversational AI-driven journeys. Rule-based automations, you guys are pretty familiar with this, being replaced pretty much by AI agents and copilot. Siloed channels, email, chat, text messaging, phone calls, things of that nature. Now we have a more unified omni-channel contact center. And as I had mentioned, that static knowledge that you guys are sort of have experienced in the past, well, now you have dynamic AI-powered content generation. This is the market that's totally shifting. All right, let's go into the next one here. And this is where we're going to talk a little bit about the target architecture. Now, the target architecture moves your organization from ticket management to true experience orchestration. Zendesk AI agents handle autonomous resolution. Copilot augments human agents in real time, and the AWS-backed contact center unifies voice and digital. Underneath a unified data, knowledge, and orchestration layer is the foundation that makes everything else possible. Now, we all talk about sort of this maturity curve in terms of where AI is and how we go from a current state to a future state. Well, the maturity curve gives clients a shared language for where they are today and where they need to go. We typically find that clients at level 1 or 2 and help them advance through structured pilot, foundation, and scaled phases. Now, each level unlocks measurable improvements in containment, average handle time, customer satisfaction, or those CSAT scores that you see, and so the business case compounds as you climb. Now we're going to give a little bit of a teaser for the 3 pillars of AI readiness. AI readiness, it actually is not just about technology. It rests on 3 pillars: operational design, technical foundation, and change management. Skipping any one of these is the single biggest reason AI programs stall. Now, in the next video, you're gonna see how we unpack each pillar in detail with the challenges and the concrete patterns we've seen succeed.